Would you be in favor of looking into something like one of those SEC, Pac-12, or SEC Big East challenges later in the season? Because I know that for the mid-major teams they had that bracket buster stuff, and just a way to for maybe that way Billy Donovan and other coaches said the league's gotten better, it could prove it.
But now you go back to saying we're a mid-major league because Big Ten, Big East, those leagues don't do it. So why is the SEC? What are we not doing that those leagues are doing? That's the question we've got to answer first. They're not doing it. Now, if they're doing it, then everybody else is doing it. But
I guess some of the other teams in the league wouldn't schedule any better. I know a lot of y'all have talked to some of the other coaches about scheduling better, but some of them just haven't done it. Would that be an answer to that, maybe?
Well, I just think that's a call that the SEC from the commissioners, ADs, and everybody has to get together and say, now, do we want our basketball programs to be successful? Let's figure out the best way to be successful. But I don't think we need to go out of pocket and go schedule a team from another league, because now what are we saying about ourselves? Because if they're not doing it, I mean, the thing you have to ask yourself, the Big East, the Big Ten, ACC, what are they doing that we're not doing? I think that's what it comes down to.
You talked obviously extensively about the SEC scheduling the preseason, but is it maybe more that the SEC needs to do better in those months? I know somewhere in the league had the bottom of the league had some really bad losses, maybe drug the rest of them down.
Well, I think what happens, if you're looking at the league right now, going into next season, you're probably talking about one of the best leagues in the country, with teams, with guys that you have returning on each respective team. But there's also a case within every league. You have a new coach that doesn't have a lot. There's no reason he go out and schedule aggressively. It doesn't help his program. But when you have guys that have been in the league, that have been around the block, we got to do what's best for the league. But of course, you got to win games. I mean, we understand that part. But you have so many new coaches. You have some guys that are building programs, and you got to be smart about how you schedule. I mean, when I took over the program last year, I don't know about the schedule we had in the preseason. It's a tough schedule, but we learned from it. So you still got to be smart about your scheduling.
You say that the SEC is what it is because of coaching and talent out there, but at the same time, collectively only played 16 ranked teams in non-conference play. Only won 3 of those games. Do you not think it was, at the end of the day, still a down year generally in the SEC? Just across the board.
Well, I think if you look at it, you can say that, yeah, I agree with that part. But at the end of the day, but you started out the gates down, but you finished strong. So you reward teams how you finish, how you play the body of work. I mean, because I used to hear body of work. I used to hear the last 10 games. I mean, I don't hear this much anymore. I mean, so once again, it's just there should be a level of consistency. What is the criteria? Because one year is the RPI, 1 year is the strength of schedule. I mean, I just think what it comes down to is what's beneficial at that time. Because you can make a case for a team that you want to get in turn. I can make a case here. And for a team I don't, I can make a different case. I mean, that happens.
When did the devil's advocate there say that if you finish strong, it was against each other? So if you start slow, but if you finish strong, but you're still playing each other?
Playing the schedule that was presented to me. Because I think every team, if I'm not mistaken, played in a preseason tournament. And whether you won it or not, you still played in it.